Hello, this is Eli Weiss. I'm a computer teacher. So I'm going to show you guys how to make some 3D models of some nice Judaica stuff. Um, you can really do anything with this, but specifically we're going to be working on um, mezuzahs, Sadaqa boxes, that kind of stuff. But you could really use this for whatever. So we're going to be using Tinkercad, which is a nice online tool, relatively easy to use um, for making 3D models and stuff. So you're going to go to tinkercad.com, just like up here, and then you're going to likely not have an account, so you're going to want to click Join Now. And here you guys will probably be making a personal account, so you'll click Personal Account. You can sign up, however, with any of this, or you can sign up with an email. I actually already have an account, so I'm not going to create another, but you would go through this, complete an account for Autodesk, and you would be able to sign in. I'm going to sign in with mine. And after you've created your account and signed in, you're going to see a screen like this. So once you get here, you're going to want to click Create New Design. And then you will be at a screen like this. Then with a nice silly name that you can change. So we can just type in mezuzah, and now it's changed. So this is your 3D workplace. If you are using a traditional mouse, you can use the right mouse button, just click it and hold it, and move the mouse to move around. Left mouse button to drag and select. Middle mouse button to pan. And you can also use this little cube up here to move that as well. So there's a bunch of great shapes, just pre-made shapes, and a bunch of pre-made things to use. You can also download your own 3D models from the internet, which I have done. So I'm going to import the 3D model I have downloaded, which is a basic mezuzah model. So that's this. And it'll be importing. And then I have the 3D model that I downloaded imported. So this is a very nice, simple mezuzah. There's a place for the scroll and 2 holes for the screws to mount it onto a wall. So you can download that, and you can decorate it however you want. So, well, first you should probably learn how to move it around. So to move the actual model around, you left click and hold, and then you can move the mouse to move it around. And all these things that pop up are controls to move the model in different ways. So these allow you to rotate the model. So if I wanted to rotate this way, I can just click and drag. If I wanted to rotate it this way, I'd use this. I could turn it upside down, and then that way, this way, with this, and you get the idea. This will extend or shorten the model. So will these. If you download one from the internet, I would recommend against doing that too much, because they're probably made in a very specific way to fit very specifically. Like this one is made to fit a very specific size of scroll. So if I do this and this, it's not going to fit that scroll very well anymore. So I have the nice base model, and I can really add whatever I want to it to decorate it. Want to make sure that the area where the scroll goes is still clear, because if you do print the model, then you're going to want to put a scroll there. And you can do that, save it, and if you have access to a 3D printer, or you are very nice and ask Mr. Eli to print it for you at Emmanuel, then you may be able to print it and get an actual mezuzah that you can actually put up on your door. There are a bunch of other things. So there's text. You can grab text, type in whatever you want, and it even works with Hebrew letters. So if I actually go and search for a Hebrew letter and find one on the internet, give me a sec. And if I copy and paste it in, it will actually show up. So you can go on the internet and copy some Hebrew and write out whatever you want, put it on there, and yeah. So you can do that. Mezuzahs are a little hard to make if you don't have an existing model like this. But something that is very easy to make is a Sadaqa box. So we can just make that from scratch. Say we take a box, just like that, make it a bit bigger, bit taller. We have a nice box. But if we were to print this as it is, or even try to do anything with it, it's a solid box. And Sadaqa boxes usually have room for coins on the inside so that you can collect Sadaqa and give it to a great organization that will do some good with it. So we need to actually get the box hollow. To do that, we can grab this, which is a hole, and you can see it says hole right here. And what this does is if you put it inside any model, it will delete it will make a hole there. So if we wanted to put a hole in the middle of this, we could just drag that inside. And you can see there's a nice outline of it so that you don't lose track of it. Drag it to be the size of the hole you want, just enough so that it is not touching any of the edges of the actual box, because otherwise you would have a big hole inside the side of the box. And make it as big as you can. And then you can't quite see it, but there is a hole in there. And if we were to take this 3D model, actually, yeah, you can kind of see that there is a hole there. And if we were to take this 3D model and print it, it would print with a hole inside. But we still need a place for the coins to go in. To do that, we can just take another box, make a nice coin slot, and then drag it where it needs to go. And this will just make a hole right there. Don't worry about the extra bits sticking up. That won't really affect anything. And if you're done with this or the mezuzah or whatever, you can export it. You can export it you're going to want for 3D printing if you are going to 3D print it. I prefer using STLs, STL files, but it's totally up to you. You're going to save it, and you'll do whatever it is with it. If you want to take it to Emmanuel and ask Mr. Eli very nicely to print it, you would save it, put it on a flash drive, and give it to Mr. Eli. But yeah, and you can also do plenty more. You can also decorate the Sadaqa box with text. So let's say we wanted to put this on the side of the Sadaqa box. We would just do this stuff. A lot of the time you're going to want to reposition the camera to get a better view of what you're doing. And then you can just kind of have stuff, just put some decorations on there. And then if you were to print this or export it, then this would be one 3D model. So you can also, if you want to, if you don't want to go to Emmanuel, you can always pay to have it printed with one of these services. I would recommend going to Emmanuel and having the very nice Mr. Eli print it, because some of these take a while and are a little expensive. And yeah, that's the basics of that. There's plenty more that you can do. If you guys do want to find your own 3D models to add on, I would recommend Thingiverse. There's some really great 3D models that you can download. So, and you can actually see the mezuzah that I found. So you can get that. There's plenty more things, and all these things you can download onto your own computer and import, just like I did here. Yeah, so that's really it. I thank you guys for your attention, and everyone stay safe and hope you have fun.